Hey folks, Michael Five Oak Homestead. We've been making a sinus, cold, allergy remedy for this upcoming winter. Made some last year just before spring hit, and I was drinking it, and I had no sinus or allergy issues at all last spring. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some now for winter and see if I get through winter without any kind of cold and other issues. If y'all ever tried it, let us know if it worked, didn't work for y'all, or anything y'all did different to y'all's mixture. One of the ingredients I'm using different on this one than what I've used on the one last spring was I used local honey. Haven't been able to get a hold of my honey guy, haven't ran into him, so I'm using some clover honey that we got from Azure Standard. And also, one of the other things I'm doing is, instead of just putting a two-part lid on my jar, I'm using these fermenting style lids that will naturally off gas, so you don't have to come in there once or twice a day and open it up. So we'll see how this works, see if it does anything better or different or whatnot. So start off with, take a lemon, just slice it up. Fairly thin, about an 1/8 inch thick slices. Doesn't really matter. Those sliced up, we'll throw them on in there. And I'm using, I think it's gonna be able to fit 3 things of lemon in here. Then got some turmeric. And just so y'all know, be careful with this turmeric, it will turn your fingers orange. There's no precise measurements. Put in what you think you need, what you want. I did one batch last year with an orange. I used lemon and then 1 orange, and it made it a little sweeter. So that's something you might want to try. This is ginger. Just cut it up into little small pieces as well. And you want to make sure you wash all this before you use it as well. If you can find it, if you can find organic, of course that's going to be better. Or you can try to grow it yourself. You can do that as well. I do believe it grows pretty decent around here. I know Kimberly and I talked about trying to do garlic this year in the garden. I don't know for sure if we will get to it, but we're talking about it. And then I prefer fresh garlic, but we already had this, so this is what I'm going to use. Take your garlic cloves and just cut them up into smaller chunks. Put them in there. So you can put as little, as much as you want. Put me another lemon. I just rotate them as I'm putting them in, just kind of have everything get mixed in there a little bit better. Hope y'all are having a good day. Put some more of this turmeric in there. I've seen a couple of people that say that peel your turmeric and your ginger, that it makes it a little bit more pungent. I don't do it. I haven't. To me, it's just easier just to slice it up and throw it in there. That way, that's one less step I gotta worry about. I have the last batch of this I made, I've got just a little bit left. That's why I'm go ahead and making this up. So should be about the time I finish that batch, this one should be ready to go. Some garlic in there. I've been fighting a sniffly nose, so that's why I started drinking what I already had again. I hadn't really taken any of it in close to a month. And I started getting a little sniffly nose. I think it's just this weather changing that we've had. It went from super dry, hot to a little bit more fall type weather. We got some rain today, much needed rain, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it as well. But we're gonna get this made up and knock it on out of there. Put your lemon back in there, and then repeat. You see that turmeric is turning my cutting board yellowish orange there, and that color will be there. It's not coming off. All this cut up here. Got everything cut up and put in. See, it pretty much fills this half-gallon jar up here. You can probably push it down and get more in there. Now I'm gonna just take the honey. I didn't even try this honey. Hope it's good. Smells like honey, but it tastes like honey. Let's see. That's pretty good honey. Alright. Take it. Slowly pour it in here. Hope I don't make too much of a mess, as I already am. Just fill it up. You just gotta pour it in there slow, let the honey have time to work way down in there, and it's a lot easier with one of them squirt bottle type honeys. But we do what we gotta do, right? Finally got all our honey in there. Probably gonna let it sit for just a few more minutes, see if any more of it drains down. And then we'll get it all cleaned up and show you what we got. Alright, we'll let it sit for a little bit. Seems to be pretty much full. I'm gonna take a little bit of vinegar and a paper towel and use it to clean the rim off. Make sure it's nice and clean. There we go. Previous cans or jars I've done of this, you would have to take it, crack the lid, let the gas off, close it back up, and you kind of shake it, turn it at least once, twice a day. But see what we have to do with this fermenting lid, see how it works. Might have to take it and put a regular lid on it. Just kind of turn it, shake it up, make sure everything gets mixed up pretty good. But we're gonna put it in the pantry now, and we'll come back and check it tomorrow. Alright, it's been a few days since we made our mixture up. I'm gonna show you how it kind of all reacted to each other, and show you what I do on a daily to every other day basis to kind of keep it all mixed up. Alright, I'm gonna take this lid off, maybe. Smells yummy. Just put a regular lid on it. And watch, see how thick that honey was? How thin it is now? It just all mixes in there, all the juices from the lemon and turmeric and garlic and everything else just mixes all in there. Makes it very liquidy. But I like to come in and I'll turn it over, let it sit like this for a few minutes, about 30 minutes to an hour. And then I'll swap it back over and put the fermenting lid back on it and let it sit for a day or two. Alright, just a little bit of information about this mixture. The ginger is a great anti-inflammatory, and it also has cholesterol lowering properties to it. The garlic and the turmeric is a immune booster. So it is a great antibacterial, antivirus mix. It's also been known to help with hypertension, blood pressure, and it promotes a healthy gut. So give it a try. Add different ingredients to it that you think you would like. If there's something you don't like, don't add it. Just give it a try, see what you think. And just let us know what you tried and how you liked it, and we might even try it one day and see what we think. We appreciate y'all.